Prabhupada Paramsa Paripracharya Ashtotar Sri Srimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki ISKCON Founder Acharya BBT Founder Acharya Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Jayom Vishnupad Paramsa Paripracharya Ashtotar Sri Srimad His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Maharaj Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय. नामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद की जय. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम महापुराण की जय. समवेता गौर भक्त वृंद की जय. श्री श्री राधा गोपीनाथ भगवान की जय. जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories, all glories, all glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone. This morning Srimad Bhagavatam class in the temple of Shri Shri Radha Gopinath. So we are doing Canto 4. Chapter number 8, title Dhruva Maharaj Leaves Home. And we're doing today text 46. Janmashtami Prabhu did text 45 yesterday, so we're doing text 46. So please repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Text number 46, please repeat after me. Tarunam Ramaniyangam Arunostexanadharam Pranataśrayanam Nrimnam Saranyam Karunarnavam Tarunam Ramaniyangam Arunostexanadharam Pranataśrayanam Nrimnam Saranyam Karunarnavam Tarunam Ramaniyangam Arunostexanadharam Pranataśrayanam Nrimnam Saranyam Karunarnavam. Prabhuji, please. Saranyam Karunarnavam Tarunam Ramaniyangam Arunostexanadharam Pranataśrayanam Nrimnam Mataji, please. Tarunam Ramaniyangam Arunostexanadharam Pranataśrayanam Nimnam Saranyam Karunarnavam Tarunam Ramaniyangam Arunoshthekshanaadharam Pranatashrayanam Nimnam Saranyam Karunarnabam. Okay, word for word translation. Tarunam, youthful. Ramaniya, attractive. Angam, all parts of the body. Aruna Oshtha, lips pinkies like the rising sun. Ikshana Adharam, eyes of the same nature. Pranata, one who is surrendered. Asrayanam, shelter of the surrendered. Nrimnam, transcendently pleasing in all respects. Saranyam, the person unto whom it is just worthy to surrender. Karuna, merciful like. Arnavam, the ocean. Okay, translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation, please repeat after me. Narada Muni continued. The Lord's form is always youthful. Every limb and every part of his body is properly formed, free from defect. His eyes and lips are pinkish like the rising sun. He is always prepared to give shelter to the surrendered soul. And anyone so fortunate as to look upon him feels all satisfaction. The Lord is always worthy to be the master of the surrendered soul, for he is the ocean of mercy. Okay, purport. Everyone has to surrender to someone superior. That is always the nature of our living condition. At the present moment, we are trying to surrender to someone, either to society or to our nation, families, state or government. The surrendering process already exists, but it is never perfect because the person or institution unto whom we surrender is imperfect, and our surrender, having so many ulterior motives, is also imperfect. As such, in the material world, no one is worthy to accept anyone's surrender, nor does anyone fully surrender to anyone else, unless obliged to do so. But here the surrendering process is voluntary, and the Lord is worthy to accept the surrender. This surrender by the living entity occurs automatically as soon as he sees the beautiful, youthful nature of the Lord. The description given by Narad Muni is not imaginary. The form of the Lord is understood by the Parampara system. Mayavadi philosophers say that we have to imagine the form of the Lord. But here Narad Muni does not say that. Rather, he gives the description of the Lord from authoritative sources. He is himself an authority, and he is able to go to Vaikuntha Loka and see the Lord personally. Therefore, his description of the bodily features of the Lord is not imagination. Sometimes we give instructions to our students about the bodily features of the Lord, and they paint him. Their paintings are not imaginary. The description is given through disciplic succession, just like the given by Narad Muni, who sees the Lord and describes his bodily features. Therefore, such descriptions should be accepted, and if they are painted, that is not imaginative painting. Jai Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Jnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsa Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Chahagana Lalita Shri Visakhan Vitamsha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Namo Mahabadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratuse Namaha Vancha Kalpataru Vesha Kripa Sindhu Vacha Patitana Vaishnavevyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Welcome again everyone to the temple of Shri Shri Radha Gopinath in this morning Srimad Bhagavatam class. All the devotees, all the Vaishnavas assembled in the classroom, and everyone, all the devotees, all the Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis who is attending this class through the online mediums. So everyone, welcome to the abode of Shri Shri Radha Gopinath. So we are discussing about Dhruva Maharaj leaves the home. Like if we see, if we go through the background of whatever is going on now, like Narada Muni is saying, Narada Muni is glorifying the form of the Lord. Narada Muni is glorifying the beauty of the Lord. Narada Muni is glorifying the quality of the Lord. If we see the background, what happens is like Dhruva Maharaj. Who is the father of Dhruva Maharaj? Anyone knows? Who is the father of Dhruva Maharaj? Uttanapada. And he has two wives. Anyone knows? What are the names of two wives of King Uttanapada? Suruchi and Suniti. And who is the mother of Dhruva Maharaj? Suniti, right? Suniti is the mother of Dhruva Maharaj. Like this happens like Suniti, like King Uttanapada has two wives, Suruchi and Suniti. And Suruchi, Suniti. Suniti's son is Dhruva Maharaj. Suruchi's son is Uttam. And one day in the palace, what happens, like king is sitting on his asan, on his chair, and he takes the small son, like son through the Suruchi, that means Uttam, to his lap. And he's giving him love, patting him and giving him love. And seeing that, like Dhruva Maharaj, like that is the natural tendency of the children, right? They want to be onto the lap of their father or mother. They want to be loved and cared by their parents. That's the nature of child. So seeing like his brother is being taken by his father into the lap and patting and giving love, so many things, so many exchanges, Dhruva Maharaj also desires to be on that position. And he tries to go into the lap of his father. But his stepmother, Suruchi, she becomes so envious, she doesn't allow Dhruva Maharaj to be into the lap of his father, Uttanapada. And she's very envious, she doesn't allow Dhruva Maharaj to be there. And she gives him so many things. If you want to stay in the lap of your father, you have to take birth from me. For that, what you have to do? You have to go to the forest and you have to worship Supreme Lord and see him and ask benediction from him, so that next life I will take birth from the Suruchi's womb, and then only you will get opportunity to sit on the lap of your father. Like that Suruchi is saying. Like Suruchi used so many harsh words to Dhruva Maharaj and his mother also. And Dhruva Maharaj feels very, very disturbed, very, very big pain. He's very, very disturbed now. He feels great pain in his heart and goes to his mother and cries there. And seeing some of the maid servants or servants come from the palace and tells Suniti what has happened in the palace. And like she hears like how Suruchi used so many hair swords to the Dhruva Maharaj, just a small 5-year-old boy. And she also starts to cry. Like as I said, like someone came from palace and tell whatever has happened in the palace. Like that person also tells that Suruchi said like that, if you want to be in the womb of father's lap, you have to worship Supreme Personality of Godhead and get benediction from him, so that he will take birth from the Suruchi's womb, so that he will get opportunity to be in the lap of his father. Like that thing also narrates. Like if we see, like this thing is very important in this connection. Like Suruchi is saying, like even though she is using so many harsh words, she is saying, you go and worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Like that she is saying. Even though she is being rude, she is being very, very harsh words, she is abusing the small child, but she is giving the diamond instruction. Just like one devotee says, like, I have got diamond for you. Like he's going to distribute Bhagavad Gita in the street, and he's saying, brother, I have got diamond for you today. Like that he's saying. That is like indirectly saying he's giving like most valuable jewel, most valuable gift. That is Krishna consciousness. That means the worship of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, devotional service. He's saying like that. Same way, Mother Suruchi, although like she is very, very envious and using so many harsh words, but she gives the valuable instruction, diamond instruction. Okay, go and worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And Mother Suniti also says that, yes, whatever your mother has said, that's true. In the previous ages, all the great sages, they used to go to the forest and worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And then like that, they used to get their desires fulfilled. So if you also want to be in the Father's lap, yeah, as your stepmother said, go to the forest and worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Like that, Mother Suniti also says to Dhruva Maharaj, and he decides to leave the home. And that's the title. That's the title, Dhruva Maharaj leaves home. Like in this connection, if we see, like Dhruva Maharaj has the intent, like he has the conception, okay, I go to the forest and I worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead, my desires will be fulfilled. He has that conception. And yeah, of course he goes to forest and he meets Narad Muni. Narad Muni gives him so many moral, social, etiquette-wise instructions. But like he's not ready to accept that. He's like, he has deep conviction, like I want to see Supreme Personality of Godhead, I want to take benediction from him so that I could get even more greater kingdom than my great-grandfather Lord Brahma. Like that, he has the conception, he has that desire. So the point is, Dhruva Maharaj has the, in his heart, in his conception, in his consciousness, he has that conviction that if he goes to the worship Supreme Personality of Godhead, his desires will be fulfilled. He has that conviction. So we can take that as a sambandha, right? We can take that as sambandha. In our Krishna consciousness, in our bhakti, there is three things, right? Sambandha, abhideya, and prayojan. Like Dhruva Maharaj, he has the conviction that if I worship Supreme Personality of Godhead, my desires will be fulfilled. That's like the sambandha. And Narad Muni, like if we see in the previous verses, Narad Muni says, okay, you worship the form Supreme Personality of Godhead like that. You chant this mantra. You take bath in Yamuna like that. You go to such and such place of Madhuban. You be just near the Yamuna river, right? And you chant such and such mantra. You follow this process. You chant this mantra and you will get perfection. Like that, Narad Muni tells. That is like abhideya. Abhideya, that's process. That's like the process we have to follow. And like Narad Muni is describing yesterday we heard like how's the beauty of the Lord. Like he's very always pleasing to see. He's always ready to bestow his benediction or mercy to the devotees. This kind of beautiful description of the Lord's quality and the Lord's beauty we heard yesterday. And this like the prayojan. This like the prayojan, ultimate goal. So yeah, Krishna consciousness, Sambandha, Abhideya, Prayojan. There are three things. We have to understand these things nicely. Sambandha means we have the relationship with Supreme Lord. We have the relationship with Krishna. Jivera Swarupaya, Krishnera Nityadas. Yes, I am the eternal servant of Krishna. Sambandha, we have that. And Abhideya. Okay, I have the relationship with Krishna, that I am the eternal servant of Krishna. Then what I have to do? As I am servant, I have to serve him. He is the master, so I have to give him pleasure. I have to serve him. That's like our Abhideya. And Prayojan. And we want to engage in his pure devotional service. We want to be situated in our constitutional position, constitutional relationship with him, and engage in his loving service, engage in pleasing him eternally. That's like the Prayojan. So if we see like Bhakti Yoga, we practice Krishna consciousness Bhakti Yoga, there is like Abhidheya and Prayojan is same thing actually. Abhidheya, like what do? We like chant Krishna's name, right? We hear about the glories of Krishna. We engage in the personal service of Krishna. We take like so many endeavors. We do all kind of endeavors to please Krishna, to please Guru, to please Krishna. We take all these endeavors. Like this is Abhidheya. And Prayojan also same thing. We will do same thing. When we will be fixed in our constitutional position, constitutional relationship, we will be doing same thing. But the thing is, now we are doing with our materially contaminated senses. But when we are purified, completely purified, we will be doing with our pure senses. Rishikena Rishikesa Sevanam Bhakti Ruchate. We will be doing it with our pure spiritual senses, where we will have no any desires to satisfy or gratify our desires. In our present condition, if we see like, okay, yes, I want to please Krishna, I want to do service for Krishna, I want to do this for Krishna, but still like somewhere in the heart, consciousness, there we have like, what's there for me? Like that thing is still there, right? That thing is there. Like material own desire also there. But these things will be purified. These things will be purified and we will be engaging in the pure devotional service. Okay, I will do only to please Krishna. My only duty is to please Krishna. Only to please Krishna. I don't care for myself. Asli Shiva Padaratam Pinashtumam. Adarshanan Marmahatam Karotuva. Right? I don't care. Like even if he embraces me with his love, or he kicks me and like rejects me, I don't care. But he is my prananath. He is my worshipable Lord. I will engage in his service. So that's the prayojan. That's the position. And we will get there by practicing Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Bandhanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam Atma Nivedanam. By practicing this process, we will get there. By the mercy of Guru and Gauranga, we will get there. And Prabhupada writes in the purport, everyone has to surrender to the someone superior, right? Like, and Prabhupada gives the example of material world. Like everyone is engaging in some kind of service, some kind of surrender, everyone is engaging there. Like if we see like as a constitutional position, we are like eternal servant of Krishna. We have only two choices, either Krishna or Maya. We have only two choices. If we agree to be engaged in the service of Krishna, that is our real position, that's our constitutional position, that's all auspicious, all good fortune for us. But if we disagree to surrender to Krishna, if we disagree to engage in the service of Krishna, then we are indirectly saying, yes, I will serve Maya. Like serving potency is there. Serving, like serving or surrender, that quality is there. Either you have to serve Krishna, either you have to surrender to Krishna, or you have to serve Maya, or you have to surrender to Maya in the names of your body, in your relationship, body relationship, your boss, your nation, right? Your organization, things like that. That's the thing. If we have to like, we are only two choices, either Krishna or Maya. But if we voluntarily choose to serve Krishna, that's good fortune for us. So that point, like Prabhupada is trying to say. And Prabhupada writes in the translation, the Lord is always worthy to be the master of the surrendered soul, for he is the ocean of mercy. Like this is one of the transcendental quality of Krishna. He is the ocean of mercy. Right? He is the ocean of mercy. And he is always worthy to be the surrendered souls. And one more point Prabhupada writes there. He is always prepared to give shelter to the surrendered souls. He is always prepared to give shelter to the surrendered souls. And he is the ocean of mercy. Like why is this? Why is like Krishna always prepared to give shelter to the surrendered souls? Why is he so merciful to his devotees? Whoever surrenders to him, he is very merciful. Why is that? Anyone knows? Why is that? Anyone knows? Any guess? Sanjay Prabhu, you like to guess? Krishna is very, very merciful. He is always ready to give shelter to the surrendered devotee. And he is like an ocean of mercy to the surrendered souls. Why is that, Sanjay Prabhu? Any guess? Wow, very nice answer. Big Hari Bol for Sanjay Prabhu. Hari Bol! Very nice answer. Yeah. Like devotee takes shelter of Krishna. He doesn't have any other shelter. And Krishna has to take care of devotee. Krishna has to give full shelter to the devotee. Krishna has to take care of devotee. Krishna says like, Name Bhakta Pranashyati. Kaunteya Pratijani, Name Bhakta Pranashyati. Like devotee may be in like practicing sadhaka. He may be in like some kind of, still like he is in the material body. He is like, he's been associating with the material nature for so long, but now he's engaging in the service of Krishna. As like, because he's engaging, like he's been association with material nature for so long, some kind of discrepancy, some kind of flaws in character will be there. But he's engaging in the service of Krishna, but he's trying to surrender to Krishna. And like Krishna will have to protect him. He will be purified. Krishna will protect him. Like that's the like, as I said, like Krishnera Swarup, Jivera Swarup Bhai, Krishnera Nityadas. That's like the constitutional position of the living entities and the Krishna. Krishna is like the eternal master, and Jivas are the eternal servant. Whether the Jivas be in the body of the human being, whether they be in the body of the birds, beasts, aquatics, right? Demigods, plants, trees, whatever condition, because of their karma, because of their desire, whatever body they might be in, but their constitutional position is the eternal servant of Krishna. And Prabhupada says in this connection, just like father and the son, they have the relationship. And son has like the natural love for the father. And father also has natural love, natural affection, natural care for the children. Prabhupada says in this connection. Like same, like we are like eternal sons of Krishna. Krishna is our like eternal father. Like he has like, but now we have forgotten, like in our conditional stage, in our materially contaminated stage, we have forgotten that relationship. But when we come to our position, like that's the position, that's our constitutional position, that's the fact, that's the reality. So that kind of compassion, that kind of mercy of Krishna to all the living entities there, all the living entities there, especially when devotees surrender. Like Krishna, it is said, right? Nityo nityanam, chetanas chetananam, ekoja bahunam vidadhati kaman. There is one nitya, there is one eternal, and there is one chetanas. Right? One conscious and one eternal. And there are many conscious and many eternals. And that one conscious and one eternal, he is maintaining all the like so many conscious and so many eternals. Like he is maintaining. If we see like Krishna has provided everything, right? All the foods, shelter, all the basic needs has provided for everything. Like as I said, like whether he be in the body of human being, birds, beast, animal, trees, whatever position they might be in, Krishna has arranged everything. All the facility has been arranged by Krishna. Krishna is maintaining like that. But Krishna is maintaining them in this condition through the external energy. Krishna is not directly maintaining them now. Krishna is, yes, when living entity is not engaging in the service of Krishna, Krishna is still maintaining them, but not personally, but not directly. But when someone surrenders to Krishna, when someone engages in the service of Krishna, performs devotional service, he personally takes care of those surrendered souls. That's the position. He is like so great, Supreme Lord, worshipable for everyone. Like he personally takes care of the surrendered devotees. That's the mercy. Like in this connection, like there is very nice story in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Like Krishna is like 6 days old, right? Like Krishna is 6 days old. At that time, like what happens is like on the day of the birth of Lord Krishna, Father Vasudev, he changed, he got the son Krishna. Like if we see like Krishna is going to take birth at first, Krishna is going to take birth, and all the demigods come and offer prayers. Like at that time, Krishna is in the womb of his mother. Krishna is in the womb of his mother, and at that time, all the demigods come, and they offer very nice Garba Stuti to Krishna. And after some time, like they go, and after some time, Krishna appears. When Krishna appears, he appears as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He doesn't appear like the ordinary living entity, ordinary child. He appears as Supreme Personality of Godhead with his Vishnu feature, 4 hand, Sankha Chakra Gada Padma, and with Pitambar Bastra, with his helmet, right? With his Srivatsa, like he comes as a Vishnu. And he like transforms himself into the small form, like same Vishnu form, but in the small form. He transforms himself like that. And when Vasudev sees that, Father Vasudev sees that, and he understands, yeah, Supreme Personality of Godhead has appeared. And he offers very nice prayers to Krishna like that. And after some time, mother also wakes up. Mother Devaki also wakes up, and she also offers very nice prayer to Krishna. And mother, what happens like if we see like what happened in the past is like Kamsa, like he was very envious, right? He heard the omen from the demigods that you will be killed by the eighth son of Devaki. He heard that omen. Because of that, like he had imprisoned the Devaki and Vasudeva, father and mother of Krishna, and he had been killing like the elder brothers of Krishna. Like that, he continuously killed 6 elder brothers of Krishna. 6 elder brothers of Krishna. And Mother Devaki is like so disturbed now. Like he has already killed my 6 sons. Now Krishna, like my 8th son has now appeared. Now Kamsa will kill this son also. Like that, Mother Devaki is very much afraid. Like if we see, like it is mentioned in that connection, like when Devaki and Vasudeva, they offered the prayers to Krishna, he was in his Vishnu Murti form. He was in a small form, but he has like Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, Pitambar, everything, his curly hairs, everything was, description is given there. A small form. Like and then she says, my dear Lord, if Kamsa sees you, he will kill you also. So please kindly hide this form, like that she prays to Krishna. Please hide this form, like that she says. And Krishna, and mercifully, he like transforms himself like an ordinary boy, like the 2-hand form. And then like he says, like he like after that, like Krishna gives all the history of the Devaki and Vasudeva. My dear father and mother, like 3 story. Like in the first birth you were Prishni and Sutapa, and at that time I came as your son, as a Prishni Garba, like that it is said. And then second birth you came as a Aditi and Kashyap, and at that time I came as your son Upendra, Vamandev. And now you have appeared as a Devaki and Vasudeva, and now me, Krishna, I have appeared now here, like that Lord Krishna says. Like he says like 3 births history, all the what happened. And he says, if you are still like, he's like giving assurance, I'm the Supreme Personality of Godhead, there is no need to fear for the Kamsa. He cannot do any harm for me. But still, if you are afraid that Kamsa might do some harm for me, then take me to the Gokul, take me to the house of Nanda Baba. Their mother Yashoda has given birth to one lady, baby. Just bring her here and just keep me there, like that. Krishna gives instruction, and Vasudeva takes Krishna to the house of Nanda Baba, and he exchanges the daughter born of the Yashoda, mother Yashoda, with that Krishna, and brings back the daughter. And when like Kamsa is about to kill that daughter also, and at that time, like that daughter flips out of his hand, and she takes the form of Durga form, 800 Durga form, and she says, "Fool, you are rascal, you want to kill me? The person who is going to kill you has already taken birth." Like she says that, and like she disappears from there. And Kamsa becomes very much perturbed for what he had done. Like he killed 6 sons, like cruelly, right? Without any compassion. He killed, and he becomes very much perturbed for that. And after that, Vasudeva pacifies him. Okay, don't worry. Like because of karmic reaction, these things happen. Don't worry, like that. He pacifies and goes. The thing I'm saying is like Mother Durga said to Kamsa that the someone who is going to kill you has already taken birth. So because of that reason, like Kamsa talks with his associates, and like his associates are all like Aghasur, Bakasur, right? All the demonic persons, only his associates, like that. Like if we read like in the Krishna book, it is like mentioned when Mother Durga tell the Kamsa that the person who is going to kill you has already taken birth, like he's very much like repentant for what he has done with the sons of the Devaki. He's very much repentant. It is mentioned like he was trying to pacify Devaki and Vasudeva. He was falling at the feet. Even he was like shedding the tears. Oh, I did that. He's like repentant, right? It is said like repentant soul is the good soul, right? If someone repents for what he has done, that means he is the good soul. That like when we repent for something what we have done, that purifies us. That purifies us. Like that, like Kamsa is repenting there. And then like that sort of purifies him, right? That sort of purifies him. And after again he goes to associate with his like demonic associates and take instruction from them. Okay, these things has happened, what shall we do? And all the demons say, whoever from last 10 days, whoever has taken birth, will kill everyone. All the village, all the town, all the pasturing lands, will go everywhere and will kill everyone. Like that. Demonic friend says that. Like this shows the association, importance of association, right? Like demonic association gave him like that kind of instruction, and he also became demoniac. He was like purified. He was repenting for his activities. He was purified. But because of his associates, he again comes to his nature, demoniac nature. And yeah, okay, let's kill everyone. Like that he makes plan. And like he sends Putana to kill all the small childs who has taken birth in last 10 days. He sends Putana. And yeah, at that time Krishna it is mentioned like some of the Shastra, like sometimes it is mentioned 6 days, sometimes it is mentioned 6 months old. Like will take 6 days old. He was like 6 days old at that time. And Putana comes and like she's like the demon, right? She's like the demon. Khechari, demon. Even though she is a demon, like by her mystic power, she takes very beautiful form. She takes like the very beautiful form. And even though she takes the beautiful form, she puts the poisonous kalakuta poison in her breast, smear in her breast. Okay, I'll put this poison and I'll let all the boys to suck and they will all die. Planning like that, thinking like that, she puts the kalakuta and goes to the house of Nanda Baba. Krishna is lying there. Krishna is sleeping there. Like it is mentioned, like she was so beautiful. Like the Brajbasis, they were thinking the Mother Lakshmi, goddess of fortune, has personally come to take darshan of the Narayan or the Supreme Lord, like that. They were like making a guess. They were giving that kind of comments. She was so beautiful. And she was doing she went to the house of Krishna, right? And she immediately took Krishna with her. Like it is also mentioned, like she was so hesitant before. She was so hesitant, and like she saw Krishna in the sleeping. He was sleeping at that time, 6 days old boy, a small little child. And she saw Krishna, and she immediately understood, this boy is very dangerous. This boy can destroy whole universe. Like that, she got that kind of realization, that kind of remembrance she got. But like it is mentioned, and she went, when she was approaching Krishna, she had that kind of realization, yeah, this boy is very dangerous, and this boy can destroy whole universe at once. But she was approaching Krishna still. And when she approached Krishna, like there are so many reasons given, right? When Putana was approaching Krishna, Krishna closed his eyes. There are so many reasons given. Some of the commentary reasons are like Krishna came to kill the demons, but now Putana is approaching him. Putana is like demon. She is approaching him now. He has to kill Putana. Now, like this demon is approaching me now. I have to kill her. Again, I have Krishna is thinking like. Lady shouldn't be killed. Lady, cow, brahmana and child, they shouldn't be killed. That's the Shastra says, right? But now this demon is approaching me. I have to kill her. Krishna is thinking, but okay, let me close my eyes so that she will go away. Like thinking like that, Krishna closed his eyes. One of the reasons given like that. And other reason is given is like Putana got the realization that this boy is very dangerous. This boy can destroy whole universe at once. She got that realization. So to calm down the Putana, to give assurance to Putana, okay, I'm ordinary child. Like for that reason, Krishna closed his eyes. This also given like that. And the other reasons is like he was meditating upon the Lord Shiva, like closing his eyes, and he was calling to Lord Shiva. Like Lord Shiva, when there was Samudra Manthan, he drank whole ocean of poison, right? And like he was closing his eyes and calling to Krishna, hey, Lord Shiva, please come, your food has come. I only drink doodh, right? I only take dairy products, only milk, butter and stuff. I don't drink poison. Lord Shiva, please come, your food has come. Like that he was meditating on Lord Shiva and calling to Lord Shiva. That is also one of the reasons given. There are so many reasons also given. And like she approached, and like she approached Krishna, and she was doing so nice lalan of Krishna. Like she was patting, oh, such a nice boy, such a nice child, very beautiful boy. She was patting and doing so many loving things to the Krishna. And she because of that reason, Mother Yashoda and Mother Rohini felt like even this Putana is maybe we are not the real mother. Maybe this Putana is the real mother of this boy. Like that Mother Yashoda and Mother Rohini thought. This kind of description is given. And yeah, she took Krishna and she had a plan. Okay, I want to kill this boy. She had a plan. Like even though she is coming as a gopi, even though she is showing such a love, she had a ulterior motive to kill this boy. giving the poisonous breast milk. And she did her plan. She offered the breast milk to Krishna. And Krishna is so merciful. He drinks all the breast milk, and at the same time, he sucks the life air of the Putana, it is mentioned. He drinks the milk and he sucks the life air of Putana. And what happens with Putana? Anyone knows what happens with Putana? Mother Prabhu, you like to guess? It sucks the life air, right? And what happens after that? She transforms into demon. And what's the destination of Putana? Golok. Yes, that's the important thing. That's the point we want to come to. Like she's offering poisonous milk to Krishna. Putana is offering poisonous milk to Krishna, but Krishna sucks the poisonous milk. Krishna sucks the life air also, and because Krishna is sucking her life air, she cannot maintain her mystic form, the beautiful form, and she comes to her original form. It is mentioned like her body was spreading in the 12 miles, and all the trees were smashed in that direction. And when she was dying, she made like such a tumultuous sound, it is mentioned. And her sound was so big roar, the Brajbasis thought that the thunderbolt is hitting on their head. They thought like that, it is mentioned. And there are so many analogies given, just like so many examples given, just like her nose, 2 nose holes, right? We have 2 nose holes. Putana's the big demons, 2 nose holes look like the caves in the mountain. Her big teeth look like the plows, right? And her big belly look like the dried up lake. And her 2 big thighs look like the 2 banks of the river. 2 hands look like the breeze. And these kind of things are given. And after that, like she died now. She dies. And after that, what they do is they bounce the body of Putana. When they bounce the body of Putana, there comes the very beautiful fragrance of the aguru. There comes the very beautiful flavor of aguru. Like that's the reason, like she touched the Krishna, right? Indirectly she come in contact with Krishna. Because of that reason, she has been touched by Krishna. Her breast milk has been sucked by Krishna. Because of that reason, her body became purified. She became purified. And when she was burned, even though she was, her nature was like she used to suck the blood of the innocent child, small child. That was her nature. Drink the liquor and kill the boys, small child, and suck their blood. That was her nature. That was her quality. Even though that was her nature, when her dead body was burned, there was a very beautiful, very fragrant aroma of aguru was there. It is mentioned like that. That's the mercy of Krishna. And at last, she got the Dhatri Gati. She got the position of her Krishna's mother in the Golok Vrindavan. It is mentioned, right? Uddhava, when Lord Krishna passed away. Pass away means he finishes pastime, earthly pastime, and goes back to his abode, eternal abode. Uddhava is remembering, and he is remembering this thing. There is very nice verse Aho bakiyam stana kala kutam jigham sayapaya dapya sadvi leve gatim dhatruchitam tatonyam kamba dayalum saranam prajema. Like that, Uddhava says that. Such a big demon Putana came because of with these ulterior motives to kill Krishna, giving the poisonous milk. But Krishna is so merciful. Even though she came to kill him, he gave him the destination of mother, Dhatri Gati Uchitam. Like that. And who else shelter can I take? Like that Uddhava is saying. So that's the position of Krishna. Even if someone approaches him with ulterior motive, even if someone approaches with ulterior motive, he has to be benefited. There has to be good fortune for him. There has to be only all auspicious for him. But Krishna is like that, because Krishna is like that. He's ocean of mercy. Ocean of mercy. And it is mentioned when after the incident of the Putana, the Brajbasis, they took baby Krishna and all the elderly gopis, they surrounded the Krishna from all around, and they took the tail of the cow and just panned all around Krishna's body, and they smeared the body of Krishna with the cow dung, and they gave the very nice abhishek to Krishna with the cow urine. And at the end, they gave the tilak to the Krishna, like that. The Braj Gopis, like they say, like it is mentioned, like they gave tilak to Krishna, to the like they chanted the mantra of Vishnu. Okay, baby Krishna. Okay, my dear Krishna. May this Lord protect your feet. May that Lord protect your ankle. I mean, like thigh. May this Madhava, Lord Madhava protect your chest. May Lord Narayan protect your belly. May Lord Govinda protect your throat, right? Throat region. And yeah, like that, they chant so many mantras, and they say like, may, like to protect Krishna from all around. And yeah, that's the love of the Brajbasis. That's the love of the elderly gopis. And that's our prayojan actually. That's our prayojan. We are practicing Krishna consciousness. We are practicing Krishna bhakti. That's our prayojan. Not that I am doing my 16 rounds, I am following 4 regulated principles, and I have some other business also other than that, Krishna consciousness. Okay, Krishna, you are there, I have some other thing also. Not that. That's not the mood, that's not the prayojan. Prayojan is, yes, to follow the footsteps of the eternal associates of Krishna and engage in the loving service of Krishna, following their footsteps, like that it is mentioned. So yeah, we have to take shelter of Krishna. There is no one worthy of taking shelter of Krishna. There is one more description given, like when like Indra became very much afraid, like very much disturbed. Brajbasis, they used to, every year they used to worship Indra. And one particular year, because of Krishna told them not to worship Indra. This year we will worship Govardhan. This year we will worship Govardhan, not that Indra, like that Krishna tells Brajbasis. And that year, Brajbasis, they worship the Govardhan. Okay, Krishna, you want this? Okay, we'll do this for your pleasure. And they worship. And because of that, like Indra becomes very much, very much angry. They're very nice verse, like Deve Barshati Jagya Biplabarusha Bajrasma Barsha Nilay Siddhat Pala Pasustri Atma Saranam Drishtvanukampyusmayan Utsri Jaika Karena Sailamabalo Lilo Chilindram Jatha Bibhrad Goshthamapet Mahendro Madabhid Priyana Indro Gavam. Like that verse is like, that verse comes at the end of the Govardhan Lila. Sukdev Goswami recites that verse. He says like, oh, Brajbasis didn't worship Indra, they didn't do the Indra Jagya. Because of that, Indra became very much furious upon them. Barshati Jagya Biplava Rusha. Rusha. Indra became very much angry to the Brajbasis, and he Barshati. He like sends the shower of the rain, hailstorm, wind, right? Big storm. He sends that like that. And because of that, all the Brajbasis became very much disturbed. Siddhat Pala Pasustri Atma Saranam Drishtvanukampyusmayan. All the Brajbasis, all the cows, elderly gopas, gopis, istris, who have only taken the shelter of Krishna. Krishna is the only their shelter, only master. They have no other shelter. And they approach Krishna. When Indra showed this kind of behavior, they approached Krishna. And when Krishna saw them, Drishtva anukampyutsmayan. Like Krishna saw them. Drishtva anukampyutsmayan. Anukampa means compassionate. He felt like so much compassion. Like at first, like he saw them and he gave a smile, it is mentioned. Drishtva anukampyutsmayan. Utsmayan. Like he smiled and he felt like so much of compassion and he smiled. And Utsri Jaika Karena Sailam Abalo Lilo Chilindram Jatha. And with his one hand, he picked up the Govardhan hill. Like that is mentioned. With his one hand, he picked up the Govardhan, just like the small boys. They playing in the ground, right? If we see in the rainy season, there are like mushrooms, big mushrooms in the playgrounds. And the small boys, they run around, play around. They just pick and go around, like that. They do like that. And the same way, Krishna also picked the Govardhan hill. Indra became very much angry because his Jagya wasn't done. And because of that, he sends the showers of the rain, hailstorm, and the big storm. Because of that, all the Brajbasis became very much disturbed. They didn't have any other shelter than Krishna. They took shelter of Krishna. And Krishna saw them. He gave a smile to them, and he felt so compassionate for them. And he picked up the Govardhan hill, just like the small boys picks the mushroom up when they are playing in the grounds. Like that. He picked up the Govardhan hill and he protected. Bibrad, like he protected, he lifted the Govardhan hill and held the Govardhan hill for 7 days. And he protected the Brajbasis like that. And he smashes the pride of Indra. And at last Sukadeva Goswami says, may Lord Krishna, may Lord Giridhari, may he also be pleased with us, like that. Sukadeva Goswami says in this verse like that. The thing is, Krishna is like so merciful. Who else's shelter can we take? Like such a big demigod has become angry now. Indra has become angry. He's sending showers of rain, hailstorm and big storm. He's being very angry and he's trying to kill whole Brajbasis. And who else's shelter can we take in this condition? And even if we take someone else's shelter, what they can do? At most they can say, okay, we are doing some process, we will take some steps, don't do it. They might give some lip service, they might say some words like that. But they can't do much, they can just say. But Krishna, what they say, what he do, Krishna, what he did. He picked up the Govardhan hill to protect all the devotees. He picked the Govardhan hill up, and all the Brajbasis, they got the shelter on the Govardhan hill. And Krishna saved them like that. And not that Krishna is picking up the Govardhan hill and protecting all the Brajbasis with such a big labor. No, not like that. Like that, Lilo Chilindram Jatha. Just like the childish play, like small child are playing. Like playfully he picked up the Govardhan hill. And it's mentioned like Drishtanu Computes Mayan. And like he's doing these all activities. He's like picking up the Govardhan hill, protecting the Brajbasis. And he's like smiling at that time. Not that, I have to pick Govardhan. Not like that. Yes, easily, like playfully picking up. And like he's smiling, yes, he's enjoying. Like nothing is impossible for Krishna. He can do anything playfully. He can protect everyone. He can give mercy to anyone. He can give shelter to anyone. So one and only shelter should be Krishna. One and only worshipable Lord should be Krishna. And one and only activity, that is devotional service. One and only God, Krishna. One and only Shastra, Bhagavad Gita. Like the Srila Prabhupada says. We should follow in the footsteps of Srila Prabhupada. And it is also mentioned when Krishna was a small boy, when Krishna we heard how Krishna killed the Putana. He was 6 days old, right? He was 6 days old, and he killed the big gigantic demon Putana, and like that, he killed so many demons when he is like a small boy. Like he kills the Trina Bharta also. One time Trina Bharta comes to the Brajmandal to kill Krishna again, and he takes the form of the whirlwind, and he picks the Krishna up, and he make whole Braj into the dark, with lots of dust in there, and he picks Krishna up and goes to the high in the sky to throw the Krishna and kill. He does like that. He takes Krishna up also, and at that time all the Brajvasis are very much worried, this demon has taken our Krishna. All the Brajvasis are very much worried. And Krishna, after a certain point, Krishna he increases his weight, and Trinabharta started. He was showing his power, right? He was doing the whirlwind thing, he was showing his power. And when Krishna increases his weight, he can't do that anymore now. He's now stopped by that now. Krishna increases his weight. Now after a certain time, Krishna holds his neck, and he kills that Trinabharta like that. Easily kills Trinabharta. And at the end, Trinabharta falls down into the some mountain and he dies like that. So this kind of things is given. The thing is, Krishna can do this kind of things very easily. And Krishna is, and it is also mentioned in that connection, Prabhupada says, Krishna is God. Krishna is God. Even when he was a small boy, we heard, right? When he was in the mother's womb, demigods were coming and offering prayers to him. And when he takes birth as a four-handed Narayan form, Vishnu form. And he's 6 days old. He's killing big gigantic demon. He's a small boy. He's killing such a ferocious demon, Trinabharta. And he's the small 7-year-old boy. He's picking up the Govardhan hill and protecting all the Brajbasis easily, playfully. He's doing these all things. So yeah, Krishna, and in this connection, Prabhupada says, that's why Krishna is not the God. It is not that Krishna is God. There is some kind of misconception. We are, some of the Mayavadis say like that, right? Some of the people think like that. Okay, we are now in this conditional state. We have forgotten we are God, but when we become purified, we also become God. They think like that, right? And some of the people think like people do like austerity, penances, meditation, and they get perfection and they become God like that. Prabhupada says, no, Krishna is not that kind of God. Prabhupada says like that. Krishna is God when he was even in the mother's womb. He was always God. He was God, he is God, he will be God. And and we should take shelter of that kind of God. Not that someone does some meditation, right? Someone does some meditation and someone does some austerity and he becomes God. Not that kind of God. We want to take shelter of Krishna, who was God before, who is God now, who will be God forever. Just like Hiranyakashipu in his time, he was also like a God. He used to think like he is God. He did like big tapasya, 60,000 years. And he became so strong. He got the benediction from Lord Brahma. And he thought, he is a God. Okay, worship me now. Everyone was worshipping him. Everyone was terrified by Hiranyakashipu. Everyone was worshipping him. But at the end, what happened? Lord Narasimhadev came, just killed him. Yeah, that's the destination, like that's the position of that kind of God who comes and does some meditation, jagya, tapasya, and they become God, that kind of God. We don't want that kind of God. We want Krishna, who was God before. He was God even when he was in the mother's womb. Right? We want that kind of God. So with that, I'd like to stop there. It's already 9 o'clock. I won't take any questions. So if anyone has anything, can catch up after class. Jai Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam Mahapuran ki jai. Jai Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jai Jai Shri Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai. Jai Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani ki jai. Jai Jai Shri Shri Radha Gopinath Bhagavan ki jai. Samaveta Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Jainitai Gaur Premanande.